Okay guys, welcome to this video looking at cube numbers, and it's a PowerPoint presentation from the White Rose Maths, scheme of work and scheme of learning. If you haven't checked out White Rose Maths, please check them out. They're a fantastic resource for primary educators and secondary educators, so rated from early years mathematics right the way through to and including post-16 level maths, Right, so get ready, so here is your starter, guys, so feel free to obviously pause the video at any point, try the questions, and then come back, and then check your answers, along with me, and pause at any time during the video, to attempt the questions, and then feel free to obviously take some notes as well for today's video. Question number 1. This is 5 squared, so this means 5 times 5. Now, 5 times 5, we should know that's equal to 25, So 5 to the power of 2, or 5 squared, we say, is equal to 25, guys, And 25 is what I call a square number, for that. Question number 2, 47 squared is written as 47 times 47. So this is pronounced 47 squared, or 47 to the power of 2. That's equal to 47 times 47, for that one. Question number 3, what is 9 squared? So 9 squared is going to equal to 9 times 9. 9 to the power of 2, or 9 squared. So 9 times 9. So what are 9 nines? And that's equal to 81, guys, And again, this comes down to your times table practice and your mental arithmetic, practice, guys. Question number 4. Work out 3 squared plus 11. Well, 3 squared means 3 times 3, which is 9. 9 plus 11 is equal to 20, guys. So 3 to the power of 2, or 3 squared, means 3 times 3. So it's going to be 9. So 9 plus 11, guys, is equal to the number 20. For that, for that. So that's our starter, guys, And again, here are the White Rose Maths answers: 25, 47, 81, and 20. Now, note for question 2, guys, I didn't actually work out the answer, but you can obviously do long multiplication to work out your answer, The question didn't want you to actually work it out. It said just fill in like the missing box here, So a little note there, guys, in case you're unsure about that. Next part, let's learn. So get ready for today's learning. So I've got some cubes here, guys. So I've got 6 cubes, So here are 6 cubes. Is it possible to make a cube? Well, I can stack, I can stack like 6, so I can do 6 by 1, or I can do 1 by 6, either one is fine, or I can even do 2 by 3, or 3 by 2, or 2 by 3. So the question now is, we want to make what we call a perfect cube, or a perfect cube, Now, one way of looking at it is 6 a cube number? Now, a cube number is made by multiplying a number by itself 3 times. So 1 cubed, written like this, is going to be 1 times 1 times 1, and that equals the number 1. 2 cubed is going to be 2 times 2 times 2, which is going to be 8, Now, because 6 lies in between 1 and 8, 6 is not actually a cube number, It is not a perfect cube, So the answer to this, would be no, It's possible to make a cube, but not a cube number, if that makes sense, So it's got like a perfect cube where it goes across and up the same, So here are 8 cubes, Is it possible to make a cube? Well, based on the last slide, 2 cubes, so 2 to the power of 3 is going to be 2 times 2 times 2, and that equals the number 8, so 8 is what I call a cube number, So working this out, guys, I get the number 8, for that. So yes, so the answer to that is yes, okay, and we will show you in a second what the visual representation will be, okay, for that. So it's 2 by 2 by 2, so 2, 2, and then 2. Okay, 2 times 2 times 2 is equal to 8. Okay, so that proves that yes, it's a cube. Okay, there we go. And then times 2 is equal to 8. So 8 is a cube number. Okay. Now the next part, okay, this is 4 by 4 by 4. So this is 4 times 4 times 4, or 4 cubed, or 4 to the power of 3, and that equals 64, guys. Okay, so 64 is a cube number. Okay, so your turn to have a go at the questions on the worksheet, question 1 and 2. Okay, for that. The next part, okay, so cube numbers. So 2 times 2 times 2 is equal to 8, and 4 times 4 times 4 equals 64. Okay, these are what I call my square numbers. Okay, so 2 times 2 is 4, and 2 squared equals 4. Okay, 2 to the power of 2 is equal to 4. Here, I'm timesing 2 3 times. So the power, the exponent, will be the number 3. Okay, so number 3. And again, similarly here, that'll be... Okay, so pause, guys, have a think. Okay, so looking now, okay, 4 to the power of 3, because I've got 3 4s times together. Okay, so 4 cubed is equal to 64, guys, okay? So the cube of a number is the result of multiplying the number by itself and then by itself again, okay? So you're timesing itself essentially, okay, twice, okay, if that makes sense, okay? And then by itself again. Okay, so you are timesing it, okay, 3 times, okay, for that, okay, itself and itself, okay. The next part, 5 cubed is equal to 15, because 5 multiplied by 3 is 15, okay. So pause, guys, have a think, okay, is this true or false, and then come back here and then let me know. Okay, so 5 cubed, remember, so 5 cubed, 5 to the power of 3, means 5 times 5 times 5. It doesn't mean 5 times 3, okay, so please, yeah, so that's a very common misconception. 5 to the power of 3, or 5 cubed, we say, is 5 times 5 times 5, which is 125. Okay, there we go. The next part, so calculate 8 cubed. So that'll be 8 times 8 times 8. So it's practicing my times tables today, guys. And it's testing my knowledge. So 8 8s are 64. And then 64 times 8 is 512, guys. Okay, but again, you can do long multiplication to work out your answer. Okay, 8 times 8 is 64. I'm going to do 64 times 8, okay, which is 512, guys. Okay, for that. The next part, okay, or next question, 3 cubed equals 25 plus something. Well, 3 cubed means 3 times 3 times 3, which is going to be 27. Okay, because 3 3s are 9, and then times 3 again will be 27. Okay, so 9 3s is 27. 25 plus 2 equals 27. Okay, so the missing box is a number 2. The next part, something take away 36 is equal to 4 cubed. Well, 4 cubed is 4 times 4 times 4, which is 64, guys. Because 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. So, adding 36 to both sides, okay, so think of it like an equation. Okay, so adding 36 to 64. Okay, so looking at our column addition here, 64 plus 36. Okay. So 4 plus 2 is, sorry, 4 plus 6 it should be. So 4 plus 6 is 10. So 0 carry the 1. 6 plus 3 is 9 plus the 1 is 10. Okay, so the box here is a number 100. Okay, so 100 take away 36 is equal to 64, which equals 4 to the power of 3, or we pronounce it as 4 cubed. Okay, so remember that 4 cubed, guys, if you're not sure, means 4 times 4 times 4. Okay, and again, you can show your full workings, guys. Okay, apologies that I've been like jumping in at some steps. Okay, but again, it's down to your mental arithmetic and practicing your times tables, guys. Okay, and 3 cubed is 3 times 3 times 3, guys. Okay, for that. Okay, and that number there, guys, yeah, it should be at the number 2. Okay, apologies for that bad handwriting. Okay, should be the number 2. Okay. So again, it says pause, have a think. Okay, so we've done this answer. So 8 times 8 times 8, so 64 times 8 is 512. Okay, 2 goes in there, and then 100 goes there, guys. Okay, right, the next part. So something is a cube number because, so the number 1 is a cube number because 1 times 1 times 1 is equal to 1, guys. Okay, as an example. Okay, here they've put 512. That's 8 times 8 times 8, which is 512. Okay, which makes sense. Another example. Okay, and the number 8 is a cube number. Okay, because 8 is made by doing 2 times 2 times 2. Now note, guys, that this has to be like whole numbers times together, okay? So I can't have, for example, like a half times a half times a half, okay? Because although that is cubing it, okay, we are only looking at integers and whole numbers for the purpose of this video, okay? With that. So now it's your turn, okay? So number is equal to, so something is equal to, something is a cube number because something times something equals something. So an example could be, okay, 27, okay, is a cube number because 3 times 3 times 3 is 27, okay, for that, okay, that part. Okay, your turn, so have a go at question 3 and 4 on the worksheet. Okay, and this is the last section, guys. Okay, so match the calculation to the correct number. 1 cubed means 1 times 1 times 1, which is going to be 1. So that goes to there. 3 cubed means 3 times 3 times 3, which is going to be 27. So that goes there. Okay, should be an arrow there. 3 times 3, so 3 is equal 9. Okay, so that's there. Okay. And 9 is what I call a square number, okay, and not a cube number, so be careful. Okay, 5 2s are equal to 10, and 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 3, and then come back to this slightly more trickier one. 6 cubed is 6 times 6 times 6, which is the same as saying 6 squared times 6, and 6 squared equals 36, so that goes to there, guys, okay? So remember that the power of 3 means times it by itself, okay? 3 times, okay? So that's my answer for that, guys, okay? So again, pause, have a think, okay? So here are the White Rose Maths answers, okay? So follow the arrows, okay? There we go, bang, okay? That's the end of the video, guys, okay? So your turn, guys, so have a go at question 5 to 8 on the worksheet, okay? So that takes us to the end of today's video, guys, on cube numbers. Hopefully you've learned something new today. Hopefully you're happy with what cube numbers are, okay? If you found it useful, please like, please comment, please share, and please subscribe, and I'll see you all inside the next video, okay? Bye for now.